Okay, so this is this is the biggest reverse Uno in animation history by Granger Living. Go support the original video. Like I say that all the time, but you should still do it because I told you, and I'm your father. You will do what I tell you. All right? All right. Now let's see what Granger Living has to say about the biggest reverse Uno.
It's been almost 6 years since The Owl House first aired on Disney Channel. It's crazy to think this
Really, it's
family
been that.
friendly
Oh wow, yeah, that. Oh my God, it did air during COVID, and COVID was 6 years ago. Jesus fucking Christ, I'm old. Oh my God.
show is as old as COVID. What's even crazier is taking a look at what's been going on in the indie animation community, specifically regarding the absolute pinnacle of YouTube animation series, Glitch Productions. Now, if you're a
Yeah,
fan of the absolutely wonderful animation options that YouTube
yeah. As far as the two biggest animation studios, it's Glitch Productions and all the shows they have, and Spindle Horse, which is Vivzy Pop. It's for Hell of a Boss and Has Been Hotel. They're kind of the two that are really leading the charge for indie animation right now. And feel how you feel about Vivzy Pop. That is a really important victory to that. It's an important victory. I'll say that.
has to offer, it would have been hard for you to miss the insane Glitch Direct that came out last month. In case you missed it, or want to rejoice in the exciting news once again, Glitch has been hard at work with multiple projects behind the scenes. Glitch recently partnered with Lackadaisy, the studio bringing us the 1920s crime drama series, which means upcoming Lackadaisy is going to be bigger and better. More episodes, with
Oh
each
shit.
episode having more screen time, more music, and more overall reach. Additionally, Glitch is reviving the loyal fanbase of one of their older projects, Murder Drones.
Wait,
They
what?
collaborated with The Living Tombstone, the electro rock group that brought you the Five Nights at Freddy's movie soundtrack. They released the song Fight
Oh
Till I'm
my
Good
fuck.
Enough.
God damn it. Fuck, fuck 5 nights, bro.
Which currently is climbing at almost 9 million views on YouTube. Glitch is
Oh,
also working on a brand new graphic novel series which will completely flesh out the Murder Drones franchise. And then, of course,
all
The
right.
Golden Child, The Amazing Digital Circus, has episode 7 coming out on December 12th and episode 8 coming out in March next year.
Yeah. Oh my God, it's dropping in a little while. Fuck me. Are you guys ready for the for that new episode after what happened last time? Basically, with Kane kicking in the door and saying, "Pasta Pazul, all your fan theories are wrong." Well, goodbye. And that's how the episode ends. All of your theories are wrong. Hear my song. Your theories are wrong. Fuck you. Slams the door shut.
With all this great news in mind, the update I really want to dig into today involves Glitch's only 2D animated series to date. Knights of Guinevere is a futuristic psychological thriller with main characters
Wait, isn't Lackadaisy gonna be 2D as well? I mean, I guess it started off as someone else's project, but I thought that was gonna be 2D. I might be wrong, though.
Frankie and Andy getting a little too curious for their own good. Of course, Knights of Guinevere has been doing exceptionally well since its premiere last month. At over 15 million views on YouTube, the fans just keep coming. I would love to start a discussion on not just how Knights of Guinevere has become so successful, but why its success is the biggest slap in the face to our favorite mega corporation, Disney. And it all starts with the
Mhm.
co creator of Knights of Guinevere, Dana Terrace. Dana Terrace,
Dana.
animation and storytelling extraordinaire, has had her fair share of animation experience. She was a storyboard artist for The Mitchells vs. the Machines, animated for
Mhm.
multiple Disney owned series such as Rapunzel's Tangled Adventures and DuckTales, and rose from a storyboard reviser to a in-house animator for the award-winning show Gravity Falls. But what comes to
All
mind
right.
for most when they hear Dana Terrace is her claim to fame show, The Owl House. The Owl House is
Yeah.
especially important when analyzing the role Dana Terrace plays in the animation community because it is the only series that we've mentioned that she was the creator of, not just a crew member for. The Owl House came out in 3 series over the span of 3 years. The first season had 19 episodes, each about 20 minutes long, and introduced the characters and the duo universe setup with the human realm and the demon realm being separated by one magical door. The second season
All right.
followed in similar fashion, with 21 episodes of similar duration and digging into the plot a bit further. But it was during season 2 when disaster struck. Disney, the platform that allowed Dana Terrace to tell her story through their channel, abruptly announced the end of the show by cutting off season 3. The planned standard
Yeah.
20-some episode long season 3 was cut down to just 3 45-minute specials. The final episode of the series aired on April 8th, 2023. I vividly remember the shutdown.
Yeah, thinking back on it, like it was just the feeling of just seeing a show hitting its stride and then immediately getting its legs cut off by the person that would have profited most from its success. Because really, they didn't have any other shows in the lineup. Amphibia was done. They just had Gravity Falls rerun. Like they didn't have shit. Like it still doesn't make sense. Like they just crippled television, their television division for no fucking reason. Yeah, I don't even know if does he have anything right now? I don't think so, but let me know.
And also remember being irritated and confused. Season 2 was performing to standard, with the season performing at an average of 380,000 views across the US. Season 2 was darker and more complex than Season 1, digging into Hunter's dark past, Ida's terrible curse, and Luce's absolutely mentally draining guilt complex. Although still a family-friendly animation, fans across the globe were praising the show for its more fluid animation and more complex storyline. Disney claimed brand misalignment was the main culprit of the shutdown. The plot was getting too dark, the characters were becoming too complex, and the overall theme of the show no longer aligned with Disney's brand identity. Before accepting this answer, let's look into the facts. The Owl House, before its shutdown, was praised for its inclusive diversity, specifically with the LGBT relationship between main characters Luce and Amity. Additional LGBTQ representation includes Disney Channel's first non-binary character, Rain Whispers, and Ida Clawthorne's bisexual representation. According to Dana, Disney was initially resistant at the portrayal of queer love on the show. Terrace credited her stubbornness to the approval later down the line. However, Terrace told Vanity Fair in 2021 that she could not, and I quote, not have any gay storyline among the main characters. Terrace said she let herself get mad and blow up because, according to her, this was no time to be cowardly. A week or two later, she was given the all clear. Certain news outlets, such as CNN and Deadline, have expressed support for these inclusive portrayals, while conservative sites such as 1 Million Moms have expressed their disgust, condemning Disney Channel for their inclusion of these LGBTQ plus representations in their shows.
How dare you show a gay person existing? How dare they?
Look, I'm not here to claim Disney is this crazy, evil, extremely homophobic, insane corporation. At the end of the day, it is
No, no, and I wouldn't either. The best way they're not immoral, they're amoral. They're only as moral as benefits their pockets. And unfortunately, like, oh, three people might not buy into it. Oh, that affects our bottom line. Let's not have it. And that's just the way they view it. And they're amoral. They only care about as much as their finances, and they're only as moral as they're allowed to be. Well, allowed not to be, I should say. It's they're an entity. They're not real people. They run by committee. They're like a hydra. There's no singular person running the ship. It's just run by committee.
still just trying to remain fun and family friendly. But that's just the thing. Disney's tight grip on trying to stay family friendly for all families has gotten them in some pretty hot water in the past. For example, Disney was criticized for its lack of response to the Florida Don't Say Gay bill, which was a law signed in 2022 that prohibited discussion about gender or sexual identities in classrooms with children. Disney employees were organizing walkouts and strikes, absolutely demanding action from this very influential company. After months of silence, Disney finally insisted on pausing political donations to Florida and committing to more intentional LGBT inclusion in their work in the future. For Disney, this looked like reinstating the background same-sex kiss in Lightyear. So inclusive, guys. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, let's review the facts. Fact. Dana Terrace worked for Disney to tell her Owl House series from 2020 to 2023. Fact. Disney received backlash and criticism for its lack of response to a conservative, somewhat homophobic law passed in 2022. Fact. Dana Terrace was told by Disney to not have any gay romantic storylines with any of the main characters of her show. Fact. After including many gay storylines among some of the main characters, The Owl House, a objectively successful show, gets abruptly cut by Disney. Are we seeing the same things, guys? Dana Terrace's inclusive story writing for The Owl House gets abruptly amputated by Disney, leaving Terrace no choice but to cut the show early and find work elsewhere. Now, presently, over 2 years after the release of the final episode of The Owl House, Terrace's new 2D project is alive, hungry for revenge. To recap a very important detail, Terrace has worked on many successful animated projects, but The Owl House was the only one she had power over the storylines of until now. Knights of Guinevere is a lot of things. It's dark, it's exciting, it's fun for Glitch Productions, I can imagine, since it's their first 2D animated project ever. But one thing that jumped out of me as I watched it over and over again was the visual paradise and general criticism towards corporate greed, specifically monopolistic traits and creative restrictions. That's actually insane. I feel like we were just talking about a insanely greedy mega corporation with monopolistic tendencies of squashing out the little guys and limiting the general creative freedoms of their artists. Weird. Okay, in all seriousness,
It was just coincidence. What do you mean?
let's tap into the real nitty gritty of what Knights of Guinevere is trying to say to its audience. We start off strong with the visuals of a theme park that resembles a forgotten Disneyland and a not so subtle stand in for Walt Disney, even complete with a similar mustache, as well as a theme park mascot with strong physical and personality resemblance to Mickey Mouse. I mean, guys, come on, those giant perfectly circular space buns, I think we're all thinking of the same thing. Guinevere, with her blue princess hair and her exploited storyline, could also represent the idolized public image of Disney's princess archetypes. Either way, she is a damaged android, completely kicked to the side after every ounce of her brand has been sucked out of her. Out of the character design parallels, there are a lot of thematic criticisms I think we should take a look at. Firstly, and it hits you right in the face, Knights of Guinevere directly criticizes insatiable corporate greed, depicting the human characters as struggling to survive in this post-apocalyptic type world, dominated by a selfish theme park monopoly that's always been more focused on the profit than the people. Additionally, the fact that Glitch Productions, a studio that has always prioritized animated art for the people, by the people, is bringing the show to light offers an additional commentary on the creative freedoms that come with corporations, like Disney. This all has to be a serious reference to Terrace's time with Disney, where creative freedom was such an issue between the two of them that it ended in the untimely death of the Owl House. But now Terrace gets her well-deserved happy ending, with a completely new 2D project produced by one of the biggest and most...
God damn it! I gotta watch this show for real. Nah, man, I just been putting it off too long. I gotta do it a bit. Like I'll probably do it next week with you guys, but
influential supporters of independent animation to date. I'll be honest, the ending of The Owl House always felt rushed to me because it was. And of course, that's not Dana Terrace's fault. I personally cannot forgive Disney for botching such an incredible show by rushing its ending to attempt to sweep their mess under the rug. But now we get to enjoy the splendors of Knights of Guinevere. Dana Terrace clearly feels no pressure to tailor her main storylines to a greedy supervisor and gets to enjoy the wonderful, nuanced queer relationships that she can include in her story writing now. Andy and Frankie, the two main female leads in the show, have a deep friendship that Terrace personally feels has as much narrative weight as a romantic connection. However, she has encouraged all fans to be respectful and allow varying takes on the relationship, because that's just what Terrace can do now. Write stories that can be enjoyed by all viewers without the burden of a restrictive producer holding her back. Thank you so much for watching my video and supporting my channel. This topic was a lot of fun and it's been a long time coming. If you enjoyed this video, please consider hitting like, subscribing, and dropping a comment below.
Go like, subscribe for video. Come on, go show her some love.
I'd love to make a video about it next. As always, remember...
Okay, I don't want to fucking, but anyway. This was an interesting little video. Like I've had it in my backlog for a while now, but yeah, he's also getting a subscription. Come on, be cool about it. Don't let her know though. It's a secret between you and me. But anyway, this was yeah, like I said, this was an interesting little diversion, an interesting little fun little thing.